The movie begins deep in a dense forest, where a man named Jeff Morrell is desperately trying to escape. Suddenly, he stumbles down a slope and is severely injured, so badly that he can no longer run. Jeff tries to crawl to safety, but soon finds himself cornered by three masked strangers: Scarecrow, Pinup Girl, and Dollface. Without hesitation, Scarecrow swings an axe and brutally ends Jeff's life. Following this, a chilling disclaimer appears, revealing that approximately 1.4 million violent crimes occur each year in America. Scene then shifts to Maya and her boyfriend Ryan, who are on their way to Portland to celebrate their 5th anniversary. During the trip, they take a detour from the highway in search of a diner. It's then revealed that Ryan is asthmatic, and the incident leaves him gasping for air. They continue driving for a while until suddenly their phones lose signal, naturally raising concern. Still, they press on, hoping for the best. Eventually, they arrive at a small town called Venus and stop at a local diner for lunch. Inside, another couple overhears their conversation and joins in, saying they too are celebrating their wedding anniversary. But Maya quickly clarifies, they're just dating and not married. After finishing their meal, Maya and Ryan prepare to leave, but they notice a missing person poster for Jeff Morrell. The waitress tells them he was last seen dining there before disappearing without a trace. As they return to their car, it suddenly refuses to start. While Ryan struggles with it, a local mechanic named Rudy shows up and offers help at his nearby garage. After inspecting the car, Rudy says the alternator is shot and will need to be replaced. But since the parts store is already closed, it won't be fixed until the next afternoon. This means Maya and Ryan are stuck in town overnight. Maya asks about accommodations, but Rudy tells them the local motel is closed for repairs. Luckily, one of the waitresses suggests an Airbnb nearby. She explains the owner only uses the cabin during hunting season and rents it out the rest of the year. Ryan grows suspicious and accuses Rudy of deliberately damaging the car for profit. But Maya brushes it off, saying he's just being paranoid. She insists everything is fine and agrees to have the car repaired the next day. The waitress then offers to drop them off at the Airbnb, since she's heading that way after her shift. Later, the waitress drives them to the secluded cabin in the woods. Once there, Maya and Ryan take the keys, unlock the door, and step inside. Surprisingly, the cabin looks quite cozy, and Maya comments that it's better than a motel. That night, later, the couple relaxes on the porch and enjoys a quiet moment before heading inside. As they start getting intimate, they're suddenly interrupted by loud knocks on the door. Startled, they check and find a strange girl standing in the shadows. She eerily asks if Tamara is home. Maya and Ryan explain she has the wrong house, but the girl just stands there in silence before disappearing into the night. Her unsettling presence lingers, especially considering they're in the middle of the woods. Later, the couple talks about their future, and Maya brings up the topic of marriage. She now wants to spend her life with Ryan, and he's thrilled to hear it. But the excitement triggers another asthma attack. Ryan searches for his inhaler, but Maya realizes she accidentally left it in the car. With no other option, Ryan decides to take an old motorcycle parked outside to fetch the inhaler from town. He also promises to bring back food. Back at the cabin, Maya starts a video call with her friend, but it's cut short when she hears a strange clattering noise. Thinking Ryan has returned, she calls out, but no one responds. Moments later, loud banging erupts at the door, frightening her. When she looks through the peephole, she sees the same creepy girl from earlier. Once again, she asks for Tamara. Maya firmly tells her that no one by that name is here. But the girl keeps repeating the same question while banging on the door. As Maya deals with this, we see someone lurking inside the house. She then hears footsteps moving away and assumes the girl has finally left. Trying to relax, she sits down for a drink, only to realize her phone is missing. She eventually finds it on a shelf nearby, puzzled at how it got there. Just then, Maya hears someone singing a lullaby outside the cabin. Growing increasingly anxious, she tries to call Ryan, but it goes to voicemail. She leaves a message explaining the situation, then musters the courage to open the door, only to find no one outside. She returns inside and lights a joint to calm her nerves. Meanwhile, Ryan reaches the garage, grabs his inhaler from the car, and is suddenly confronted by Rudy. The mechanic is annoyed, saying Ryan should have informed him first. He could have mistaken him for a burglar. Feeling awkward, Ryan apologizes and quickly leaves on his motorcycle. He stops by the diner again and unexpectedly runs into the couple they met earlier. Back at the cabin, Maya plays the piano to distract herself. She hears a noise behind her, checks, finds nothing, and continues playing. But lurking nearby is a man in a scarecrow mask, silently watching her before disappearing. Later, as Maya heads to the shower, the scarecrow appears again, quietly stalking her, then vanishes just as silently. Afterward, the power suddenly goes out, leaving Maya alone in the already creepy cabin. She begins hearing strange noises around the house, but, as usual, sees no one. Brushing it off, She searches for the fuse box, only to come face to face with a figure wearing a doll face mask. Terrified, she rushes upstairs and locks herself in a storeroom. As Maya anxiously listens to the footsteps approaching, someone suddenly swings open a nearby door. Fearing the worst, it turns out to be Ryan, who has finally returned. Maya quickly recounts everything that happened, and Ryan heads off to restore the power. While doing so, he spots a painting in the room and suggests that Maya may have mistaken it for a person, blaming her fear on the influence of weed and alcohol. Just as things start to calm down, another knock comes at the door. Now clearly annoyed, Ryan opens it and sees the same girl watching them from a distance. Without hesitation, he marches toward her, but she quickly runs off. Ryan yells after her, warning that next time, he'll call the police. Finally, the couple sits down to eat. Maya giggles at how messy Ryan is when eating, until a thin trickle of blood drips onto the table. Horrified, they look up to find a dead chicken hanging above them. Panicked, they lock all the windows and doors. Suddenly, someone strikes the door with an axe, narrowly missing Maya. The terrified couple rushes upstairs and barricades themselves in a room with a table. It's Scarecrow, breaking in with full force. Soon after, his masked accomplices join in. Dollface appears from upstairs, and Pinup Girl begins playing the piano downstairs. As they explore the house, Scarecrow breaks into the room where the couple is hiding, but he just stares at them before walking away. After the strangers leave, Maya and Ryan slowly make their way downstairs. Ryan finds his phone smashed with a smiley face carved into it. Maya can't find hers at all. They decide to escape on the motorcycle, but it explodes just before they reach it. With no other option, they rush back into the cabin to search for weapons. Maya remembers the cabin owner as a hunter and guesses there might be a rifle hidden somewhere. But with the masked killers still lurking outside, they need a plan. That's when Maya discovers a vent leading to a crawl space beneath the cabin. They proceed cautiously, trying not to make any noise. But Maya accidentally places her hand on a stray nail and lets out a small cry. Ryan quickly reminds her to stay quiet. Meanwhile, Pinup Girl hears the sound and begins searching with a knife in hand. Thankfully, she doesn't take action and returns to her post. Ryan carefully removes the nail from Maya's hand and bandages it with part of his shirt. Eventually, they emerge from the crawl space and race toward a nearby shed. Ryan trips and drops his inhaler but keeps running. The shed is completely dark and has no electricity. Maya lights her lighter, and in that flicker, we see Pinup Girl silently lurking in the shadows. Unaware, the couple searches for weapons and finds an axe. Ryan hands it to Maya and heads upstairs in search of a gun. Suddenly, Pinup Girl attacks Maya, and Scarecrow smashes through a window to join the assault. But Ryan finds a shotgun just in time and fires a warning shot, forcing the masked intruders to retreat. The couple escapes the shed and cautiously heads back toward the cabin. On the porch, they hear a noise. Ryan, seizing the opportunity, fires at the figure and kills him. But when they go to check, they're shocked to find that the person wasn't masked. It appears to be Joe, the cabin owner who had come to fix the refrigerator. Although devastated, they spot Joe's car parked nearby, along with his keys. Finally, a way out. Maya also finds a phone, and just as she attempts to call the police, Pinup Girl shatters the car window with a brick. They speed off, but Scarecrow arrives in his truck and repeatedly rams them until the car crashes into a large tree. Maya manages to escape through a broken window, but Ryan's leg is stuck. Selflessly, he urges her to run. As Maya flees, Scarecrow charges, but Ryan fends him off with a shotgun blast. He frees himself, smashes through the windshield, and, despite his injuries, sets out to find Maya, shotgun in hand. Meanwhile, Maya runs deep into the forest with Dollface close behind. She hides under a pile of leaves near a wall of decaying trees. The masked girl arrives and looks directly at the pile, but doesn't notice Maya and walks away. Seizing the moment, Maya calls 911, but the weak signal only allows her to send the cabin's location. Just then, she sees a horrifying sight, a decomposing corpse lying inches from her face. Horrified, she tries to run, but suddenly, elsewhere, Ryan is nearly out of breath and suffers another asthma attack. Desperate, he improvises, using a stray bottle as a makeshift inhaler. Regaining his strength, he continues his search and eventually encounters Pinup Girl. Holding her at gunpoint, he demands she drop her knife and tell him where Maya is. Instead, she mocks him, laughing maniacally. Just as he's about to pull the trigger, Scarecrow ambushes him from behind, knocking him out. Ryan later wakes up tied to a chair inside the cabin, right next to Maya. The three masked intruders now stand ominously before them. In this hopeless moment, Ryan proposes to Maya, and she tearfully says yes. Their moment is shattered when Pinup Girl suddenly stabs Ryan in the abdomen. Maya watches helplessly as Scarecrow kicks over his chair. Ryan chokes on his own blood and tragically dies within moments. In a desperate plea, Maya asks them why they're doing this. Pinup Girl coldly replies, "Because you are here." Then, Scarecrow fatally stabs Maya and knocks over her chair, leaving her for dead. Just then, the sound of police sirens grows louder in the distance. Realizing time is up, the killers abandon the cabin and flee in their truck. In the final scene, it's revealed that Maya has miraculously survived. She's now in a hospital, receiving treatment for her injuries. But just as the movie comes to an end... So that's it. Hope you enjoy the story. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos.